I've accepted the fact that I have no control. I'm patient, I'm kind, and I'm more patient, and I'm more patient, and I'm more patient. And I call it gardening. I plant a seed, I throw a little water on it, kind of come back maybe with a little bit of fertilizer, wait for the sun to come out, and I'm present. I just patiently wait. The control isn't mine, and it's not about control. It's not about order, it's not about fixing the kid. It's about being there and allowing the kid to heal, allowing the kid to undo whatever's going on for them. And it's just about being there. And I've never proclaimed to be perfect by any means, but I do get out of bed every day and I try. And that's all these kids ask. They just want somebody that's gonna be there, that's gonna try.
My name is Charlene Peters. I've been a kinship provider for 4+ years. It's been a roller coaster ride of emotions. There's been some highs and some lows, and it's all new to me. I had no idea how any of it worked until I started being a kinship provider for my great-nephew. My little guy is really intense with his emotions and what he's going on with. He's just been recently, in the last couple of months, has been diagnosed with extreme ADHD and operational defiance disorder, which is ODD. So one of the difficult experiences that I've had while taking care of my little guy is I've had a hard time finding respite. I'm very particular. I just don't want anybody to come in because it's really hard for him to transition to newness. And then if I do bring something change within the home, then the behaviors after are extreme. But I haven't had any respite myself. And I had this incident where I knew I was like, I'm this close to burnout. I'm this close, which means if I don't get it, I'm gonna have to let him go.
My name is Sylvia. I was a foster parent for 36 years before transitioning to sitting on the Alberta Foster and Kinship Association as a regional director, moved on to vice president, and finally president, and am now retired. The Alberta Foster and Kinship Association is a provincial organization that was started over 50 years ago to support foster parents in their journey in taking on somebody else's children to be able to raise them till they could go home. We offer supports in many different ways to new caregivers and existing ones, help you to navigate the system, because it's a really difficult system to navigate sometimes. And sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. We can be there for you.
One of the things Alberta Foster and Kinship Association has is caregiver supports. And a big one is the caregiver support team. Group of people in the office, and it is actually spread out all across Alberta into all regions.
Everybody who sits on the board of directors of the Alberta Foster and Kinship Association is either a foster parent or a kinship parent now, or a lifetime member of the association because they have been. They know. They've been there. They get it, especially the support team ones. Same thing, foster parent, kinship parent. So when you call in to talk to them, they do know. They've been there, they do understand. We find that makes it a far more real experience for you and them.
Another thing they do is legal assistance. In caregiving, sometimes allegations are brought towards caregivers, and the AFKA, Alberta Foster and Kinship Association, is actually there to support that and make sure that everything is looked after. Extended property insurance is also another one we help out with. So you have your insurance on your home with your insurance provider, But if something happens that there's something that goes above and beyond that, then we would have some help to support that. So the Alberta Foster and Kinship Association have a bursary fund that is given to 2 to 3 applicants. They have to either be a foster child, been a foster child in a home, or the siblings of the foster home can also apply for that, so it can go to either.
The Alberta Foster and Kinship Association's role in supporting foster parents is to try to keep everything in your world going as smoothly as possible. We understand that what you're going through. We understand it's hard sometimes to even get respite when you really and truly need a break. The Alberta Foster and Kinship Association has people who will always be in your corner with you and will stay there.
When I was hitting that burnout level, where I was ready to toss in the towel with everything, that I made that phone call. When I did make the call and they did connect me with Jenny, like that was just like a sigh of relief for me. Because for the first time I felt like somebody actually is hearing what I'm saying, and they understand me and they get me and they're there for me. I never had anyone to really talk to. It has brought me from this extreme stress, anxiety level to like a place where I can breathe. It brings me joy. It brings me peace. It brings me like a sense that I'm not losing my mind. She understands and she listens, and that's so important.
If the foster parents are supported and get their needs met and are happy doing what they're doing, chances are they're going to be thriving really, really well. So if they're thriving, the children are going to be thriving.
So the Alberta Foster and Kinship Association offers training throughout the province. Our big training session is the conference. But in that day, there's 2 days of training for parents to build that web of connections and whoever you might need to talk to or support. Networking opportunities with the Alberta Foster and Kinship Association is huge.
I think another one of the best things that the Alberta Foster and Kinship Association can and does do on a regular basis, we have a website that will post and make sure that foster parents know and kinship parents know what's coming down the tubes. If there are changes happening, we like to keep all of the foster parents informed of what the changes are going to be. You can handle things a whole lot better if you know what's coming.
We do have to deal with the change in the ministry. We know that's at least every 4 years, and within that 4 years, lots of times the minister changes. So we need to try to keep up to that change. And so AFKA is there to represent all foster parents across Alberta to talk to the ministry.
As far as like new to foster care and kinship care, I really believe that AFKA should be a part of that process from the beginning. This way you can have that, at least that one support to start with, and then they can support you along the way. It shouldn't be an afterthought when you're close to, like me, burnout. I think they should be part of that process right from day one. Because if you don't have supports, there will be a breakdown. And then, you know what? Then the kiddo's got to be moved again. Hurting children become hurting adults. You heal a child, you save a nation. When you think about the kids coming into care, they're broken, they're hurting, they're in pain, they're rejected. They need love. They need safety. They need a home where the people that are caring for them is going to get the support that they need to continue on. Now these kiddos will push. They've learned the system, they will push. But love, you heal a child, you save a nation. And if you could fight and have somebody standing with you in that fight so that there is no placement breakdown, and that child breaks through and they feel like they're part of something now. I think that's the most important part.